Our fourth principle is open access. By this I mean that telephone and video network owners should charge non-discriminatory prices for access to their networks. This principle will guarantee every user of the GII can use thousands of different sources of information, video programming, electronic newspapers, computer bulletin boards from every country, in every language. With new technologies like direct broadcast satellites, a few networks will no longer be able to control your access to information as long as government policies permit new entrants into the information marketplace. Countries and companies will not be able to compete in the global economy if they cannot get access to up-to-date information, if they cannot communicate instantly with customers around the globe. Ready access to information is also essential for training the skilled workforce needed for high-tech industries. The countries that flourish in the 21st century will be those that have telecommunications policies and copyright laws that provide their citizens access to a wide choice of information services. Protecting intellectual property rights is absolutely essential. The final and most important principle is to ensure universal service so that the global information infrastructure is available to all members of our society. Our goal is a kind of global conversation in which everyone who wants can have his or her say. We must ensure that whatever steps we take to expand our worldwide telecommunications infrastructure, we keep that goal in mind. Although the details of universal service will vary from country to country and from service to service, several aspects of universal service apply everywhere. Access clearly includes making service available at affordable prices to persons at all income levels. It also includes making high-quality service available regardless of geographic location or other restrictions such as disability. Constellations of hundreds of satellites in low Earth orbit may soon provide telephone or data services to any point on the globe. Such systems could make universal service both practical and affordable. An equally important part of universal access is teaching consumers how to use communications effectively. That means developing easy-to-use applications for a variety of contexts and teaching people how to use them. The most sophisticated and cost-efficient networks will be completely useless if users are unable to understand how to access and take full advantage of their offerings. Another dimension of universal service is the recognition that marketplace economics should not be the sole determinant of the reach of the information infrastructure. President Clinton and I have called for positive government action in the United States to extend the national information infrastructure to every classroom, library, hospital, and clinic in the United States by the end of this century. I want to urge that this conference include in its agenda for action a commitment to determine how every school and library in every country can be connected to the Internet, the world's largest computer network, in order to create a global digital library. Each library could maintain a server containing books and journals in electronic form, along with indexes to help users find other materials. As more and more information is stored electronically, this global library would become more and more useful. It would allow millions of students, scholars, and business people to find the information they need, whether it be in Albania or Ecuador. Private investment, competition, flexibility, open access, universal service. In addition to urging the delegates of this conference to adopt these principles as part of the Buenos Aires Declaration, guiding the next 4 years of telecommunications development. I assure you that the United States will be discussing in many fora, inside and outside the ITU, whether these principles might be usefully adopted by all countries. The commitment of all nations to enforcing regulatory regimes to build the GII is vital to world development and to many global social goals. But the power of the global information infrastructure will be diminished if it cannot reach large segments of the world population.